Hi, Bernard Gramlich here, founder of Dr. Graham Consulting and creator of the SOAP Framework. Today we're going to discuss evaluating business opportunities. Within evaluating business opportunities, there's two things we need to look at, which is the business opportunity matrix, which is a graph that you plot with the 6 business dynamics framework. You look at 6 different areas of the business or product that you're going to purchase or start, and you plot it on the opportunity matrix and see if it's going to fit into your current business and how it's going to affect you, your family, and your employees. First, we're going to talk about the business opportunity matrix. It's a method for helping business owners and entrepreneurs evaluate business opportunities. It will empower them to identify the strengths and weaknesses in their business and in the opportunity that they're looking at. It'll objectively give the entrepreneur a tool to define and validate the opportunity. Now we're going to talk about the 6 business dynamics framework first. And that is basically where you use the framework to identify the strengths and weaknesses of the product or service or business that you're going to purchase. And there's 6 portions to it. There's the customers, the products, the timing of it all. Does it fit into what you're doing now? The competition. How's your competition in the area? How's your financials? And how will your team react to this new product or service or business that you're going to purchase or buy? First, we're going to talk about the customer. The customer, you want to find if they have an unmet need or desire. Does the product or service that you have fitting a need or desire that they have? Is the market size right for you and your business? Are you too big for the market? Is the market too big for you? And do you have a reliable access to those customers via social media, direct marketing, inbound marketing? Are they international? Are they local? Next is the products. The product or service has to be in direct response to the customer's needs and desires. You should try to keep it simple, low barrier for approval, low financial impact on the customer, low financial impact on your business. And it should be an easy learning curve for both you and your customers. And the benefits must outweigh the cost. Value equals cost minus benefits. The timing of it all. Does it fit into your core strengths of your business? Your trust, your honesty, your openness, your passion, your communication to the products. An easy way of finding a good opportunity is to validate older markets. It's easier to find an older market to fit into a new opportunity, bring back an older product. You want to make sure it's not so far gone that no one wants it anymore, but sometimes you can bring a product back, and I'll talk about that a little bit later. Commoditized products. Has the cost fallen so much that it has no competitive barrier? For example, websites when they first came out were $10,000 to build. Now you can get them anywhere from $200 to free, if you go to web.com. The competition. You want to evaluate your competition. Look at the new market. Does the demand exceed your supply? Is it a stagnant market that's ready to erupt again? You want to avoid the fight that you can't win. Don't fight on price and be a commodity. You want to provide value to your product or your service. You're not just being a price competition with the big guys. Existing scales of economy. You want to look for opportunities where profits increase with volume, which is the scale, right? Your supply, your development, your distribution, all the cost will diminish on a per unit basis while working with larger volumes. And the result is profit margins and competitive advantage both increase. So economies of scale are super important for smaller businesses. Viable position strategies, focus on getting higher volume at a decent price, good margin. Is your market going to be segmented? Do you want to segment the market? Differentiate your products as well. What do you have to do to be a little different? Now, you don't have to reinvent the wheel. Just take a product and tweak it a little bit and make it better or easier for people people want to buy and purchase. Next is the financial. Is the capital risk versus the cost opportunity? Is it worth it? Again, economies of scale fit into this. And capital float. Do you have enough capital? Do you need to go borrow capital? Do you have to get investors? A partner? How is it going to fit into your business? And last is your team and the product fit. Is it going to be easy for your product to fit into what your team is already doing? Is it integrated with your current product line? Are you going to have a great relationship with the new suppliers? Now, I've mentioned integrate with your current product line a couple of times, and I want to give an example of that. Apple is the perfect example of integrating products. They came out with the iPod. Then people liked the iPod, that they were more likely to buy the iPhone, then more likely to buy the iPad, then more likely to buy the iMac. And then what they did uniquely was they tied it together by putting it into one hub, which was iTunes. Conversely, another company that has MP3 players, computers, tablets is Dell. They're a successful company, but they aren't sought after like Apple is because they don't have the integration of their products where people are going to want them. So if you go through those six business dynamics, those six business dynamic framework, and you get those answers to those questions, then you can fit it into the business opportunity matrix. And the business opportunity matrix is based on pricing, positioning. Is the product going to be sustainable? Is the product or service going to be unsustainable? Your capabilities is your knowledge. How much knowledge do you have with this particular product? And then how is the profitability going to be? Now let's discuss all four quadrants and see what happens. First, we're going to discuss caution. These products you want to be cautious about. These opportunities you want to be cautious about. They're low margin. You don't know much about them. But you know what? Maybe there's something you can do with them. Maybe. But you put that on the back burner for now because it's not something you want to put a lot of time and effort into because they are such low margin and they're potentially unsustainable. Next is the strategic products. These are the ones where you know a lot about. They're not really worth a lot of money, but you might be able to get super high volume with them to, feed the bottom line, to get a better deal with suppliers, to help one of your other products. Maybe it's a lead-in or an integrated smaller product to fit into a higher product. Next, we're going to talk about quick cash products. These products you don't know much about, but God, they're high profit and but they're unsustainable. An example of this, I had my pharmacy here in San Diego, and when bird flu came out, I had a ton of the HEPA mask for bird flu people. And when bird flu went away, the mask fell off. But unfortunately, we had a fire here in San Diego, and the air quality was super bad, and I had tons of these masks left over. So I was able to sell them at a little higher price, make a little extra margin on them, help people out with their breathing. But it wasn't sustainable because once the fires went away and the air cleared, that business went away. Last is the ultimate target. This is probably your main bread and butter target that you have now, your product that you have now or service that you have now. You have great positioning on it. It's sustainable. It's high profitability. Your knowledge level on it is excellent. This is where you want to feed all your other products into. Now, is it possible to take the cautious product and move it to an ultimate target product? Yes, but it's going to take a lot of education to get it there. Is it worth it? Again, you want to put it on the back burner because there's probably other opportunities you can focus on. Your next best bet is the strategic products. You already know a ton about them. How are you going to get it to be a little bit more profitable? What extra value can you add to that product to make it better? The quick cash products, these are something where you can potentially move it to an ultimate target. It's based on your positioning. You just need to get a little bit more education about it and maybe think outside the box of what that product can do. How can you integrate it into what you already have to make your suite a little better. So basically, when evaluating new opportunities, you want to use the 6 business dynamics framework criteria to evaluate the new business opportunity. Be mindful of each section in each question and plot those answers into the matrix grid. A structured approach to evaluating an opportunity helps give an objective view and improving your chances of success. And God knows we all want success. You want to work smarter, not harder, when deciding what to add and how to add it for if you're going to start a new business or add a product to your current portfolio. Be the one that has a thought out plan and succeed that way. Don't be the one that succeeds because of pure luck, because pure luck doesn't last. One of my favorite quotes is, opportunities multiply as they are seized. The more opportunities that come to you and you evaluate them and you review them and you put them onto the grid and the matrix the way they're supposed to be, these are the ones where they'll advance your business. They'll advance your legacy. Thank you for listening to my slideshow presentation today. Again, I'm Dr. Bernard Gramlich from Dr. Gram Consulting. Check us out on drgramconsulting.com. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Thank you, and have a nice day.